I'm Brad Epstein. I'm the head of financial crimes compliance for Prime Trust.
Wonderful. So you've joined the Fraud DAO consortium, and I'd love to know what made you decide to join it.
Yeah, so what made Prime Trust decide to join the consortium is kind of twofold. So I think the first, selfishly, is for us to be able to enrich our own data from other users of Unit 21 that are also participating in the Fraud DAO. This will help drive maybe risk scores for particular users, obviously help prevent any fraud from occurring on the platform prior to, hopefully even transacting, right? If we're able to identify these things early on, as opposed to reacting to it, it'll make life a lot easier for us. It'll, cut down on transaction monitoring alerts potentially in the future. And again, it helps enrich our own data that we're getting. When someone goes through that onboarding process, we have some fraud indicators that are being highlighted, but to have data from other users that have classified things as fraud is a lot better and enriches it so much more to make a better decision. And I think the other reason we've decided to join is I think the sharing of information, so us sharing it with everyone else within the consortium, it's going to make others stronger. It's going to drive these fraudsters away from coming to other users of Unit 21 or even, going to other fintechs, right? So I think, one, we're being selfish on one hand, but then on the other, we're sort of like paying that back. And I think that's a very important thing. And it's not something that is currently in the fintech world. I know traditional financial institutions, banks, they have the check system that if you write bad checks from one bank, you get put on a list and every bank has access to that. Now, I know checks are a little bit of a bygone financial instrument, but obviously they are still used. But a system like that just doesn't really exist for anyone in the fintech space. So I think this is a good start, and being on the ground floor of something like that could be really important.